Okay, you're going to be working on momentum problems. If you recall, force equals mass times acceleration. That's N equals M or F equals M times A. This is going to be a little letter P equals M times V, mass times velocity. Okay, so this is like that. How come there's still movement after something happens? So, first problem here. Calculate the momentum of a 1,200 kilogram car with a velocity of 25 meters per second. So I'm going to put in my formula. So it's going to be P equals M times V. Okay. The work is going to be that little letter P equals 1,200 kilograms times 25 meters per second. Okay. Then if I do the math, 1,200 times 25 equals 30,000. Okay. 30 comma 1 2 3 30,000 kilograms times meters per second is my unit, because we have to have all the units to show momentum. All right. You're going to do the same thing here. Figure out your momentum of a child and wagon if the total mass of the child and wagon is 22 kilograms and the velocity is 1.5 meters per second. Okay. Now, if I'm looking for the velocity, again, you're going to rearrange your formula to find velocity, which means you're going to have momentum divided by the mass. Okay. Then, oh, I already converted that one for you. That was really nice of me. But you have, yeah. Oh, why did I put that hint in then? I already converted it to 0.1140 kilograms. Okay, times meters per second momentum. So make sure you do that. All right, and then you have numbers 7, 8, and 9. Use a little bit more thinking, and I want you to pay attention. If I have a 9,300 kilogram railroad car traveling at a velocity of 15 meters per second, it strikes a second boxcar at rest. If the two cars stick together and move off with a velocity of 6 meters per second, what is the mass of the second car? What I want you to realize is M1 times V1 equals M2 times V2. That's a formula we work with in physics. So I'm telling you, if you can figure out one, you can solve the other. I'm telling you, M2 is the mass of both cars. And that's 9,300 plus X. So you are solving for the second car. That means the mass of the first car is 9,300. All right. You have 15 meters per second for your first velocity. If I'm solving for the second M2 here, if I divide both sides by V2, so my formula will be M2 equals M1 times V1 divided by V2, okay? That will give me my answer. Then, if I subtract 9,300 from M2, that should tell me what X is, the mass of the second car. All right? So that's a clue here as to how to start it. Now I have a 25-gram bullet is fired from a gun with a speed of 230 meters per second. If the gun has a mass of 0.9 kilograms, what is the recoil speed of the gun? So remember, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So if something goes one way, that reaction is going equal and opposite direction. All right, so you're going to do the same thing. So momentum 1 has to equal momentum 2. Again, M1V1 equals M2V2. Convert your bullet from 25 grams to a portion of a kilogram. Multiply that by your 230 meters per second. Okay? And if you divide it by the mass of M2, that's the gun versus the bullet, you should be able to get the recoil speed of the gun. All right? So make sure you set everything up. Looks like those are the only ones that have issues. That might be a little hard to think about what to do. If you have questions, see me in class.